got pizza? Yeah. Hey, what's up? You're cute. Welcome, social fam, to this week's YouTube episode. And this week, we're going to talk all about starting a business. Do you have a business? Do you want to start a business? How does it work? What do you have to do? And in the last couple of episodes, you saw I've been taking the courses for the real estate investing course. You saw that I started a new company called New Opportunity Investments. So this week, we're going to show you why I started that, how I'm starting it, and why did I go into the direction of starting that company, right? Isn't that crazy? Why would I do that? I have liftoff agent. Doesn't make any sense. Then we're also going to get into the beginnings of Baby Jay's birthday because she turned 1. Today's her birthday. It's Sunday Fun Day when this was filmed. Next week's going to be all about Baby Jay's birthday, and this week's going to be about entrepreneurship. Talk a little bit about business, but then also have family and some of the other good stuff in it as well. We do have Reds here. Hey, honey, what's going on? What are you looking at? What are you doing over there?
I'm looking at the events and things to do for Sissy right now. It's her actual birthday, and we gotta take her somewhere special for lunch.
So you'll see that in next week's episode, and enjoy this week's episode. What an absolute beautiful, beautiful, beautiful morning, huh? At 24-Hour Fitness, about to crush it. First day back at the gym after taking off all of last week because I was too sick to go to the gym. Not really, but I just didn't want to go because I didn't feel like it'd be a good idea. Thank you. Good idea. I want to get better. Do you work out like, don't look at me? Or do you work out like, I don't care if anyone looks at me, doing my thing. I'm gonna work out like I'm dancing and no one's staring at me. I'm gonna work out like no one else is here and record myself. I'm gonna clip here on this week's YouTube episode with the cleans and the close grip, doing some chest. But my chest got soft past week because I haven't really got to work out with any weights because I wanted to feel better ASAP. What up, social fam? So it's Tuesday, daddy-daughter. I'm about to go to the gym, and you want to learn how to start your own business? Well, let's talk about this. So I started my business back in mid-2009 at 23 years old, and now I am 33 years old. So I'm about 10 years in of my very, very first company, and believe it or not, that was Go Big or Go Home Incorporated. And that was around the time when I was just getting back from Scottsdale, Arizona, moving my buddy back from Scottsdale, and I was in between. Personal Assistance Incorporated, Go Big or Go Home Incorporated. What should I do? I'll tell you one thing, with Go Big or Go Home Incorporated, I had a really good idea and did the right research, and with Personal Assistance Incorporated, I really didn't do all the research, but had a good idea. So let me elaborate. So when you start up a company, you want to first and foremost, you want to do some online research. So look at the name, make sure your name's available. You can also look up your name and see if your name's available with Secretary of State, depending on your state. And you want to make sure that there's not tons and tons of competition. And if there is tons of competition, you want to duplicate what's already out there. So Go Big or Go Home Incorporated was going to be a vending machine company. I was going to have energy drinks around different areas for college campuses. I was 23 years old, just got back from Scottsdale, Arizona. My buddy's friends were all doing commercial real estate and making a killing. And I'm like, man, if they could do this, I could do this. And so it's like, well, Personal Assistance Incorporated, I could potentially dog walk, errands, chores, laundry. That's what all of these individuals are paying their friends to do. Hence, Personal Assistance was vending machine company. Well, the vending machine company, I actually did some research, did my due diligence, and found out that basically there is going to need to be a whole process behind basically Red Bulls and these energy drinks and the vending machines and talking to schools and getting the permits, or not just permits, the contracts. And contracts only lasted so long for these different schools. But Personal Assistance Incorporated, oh my God, this opportunity, why not go in that direction? There's not that much competition, and Personal Assistance Incorporated can do anything. Well, guess what? When you start a business, you want to make sure the business is something that you're focused on an individual demographic. You don't want to go too wide, you want to go really narrow. And so basically I was kind of a little too wide, and I was doing everything from chauffeuring, and I was doing errands. I was having people go into other people's homes and chopping onions and doing light nannying cleaning and folding of clothes, and it was too messy and it was all over the place. And I was also scrubbing toilets with Personal Assistance Incorporated that I ended up rolling with, and I had something called the PA Inc. Project, which is the abbreviation for Personal Assistance Incorporated, and I ran that company for the better part of about 3 to almost 4 years before we came up with the real estate support service that came out of that company, then Support RE, and as you now know, Liftoff. So when you do your research, you find out your name's available and you find out how much competition there is, and you can either go off basically the competition that's out there, piggyback off what they're doing, steal, whatever you want to call it, some of their ideas, or you can basically go and start something completely new and fresh and try to start from the bottom. Now, I'm gonna tell you a good secret, and the good secret is if you can go ahead and duplicate what's already out there, it makes it a lot easier than trying to start from the bottom, which I did with Personal Assistance Incorporated, and now, believe it or not, Liftoff Agent. Even though now I'm a lot more focused, I had to call 350 agents and I had to find out their pain points and come up with a very specific solution in order to do what I'm doing now, which is offering them the brand, the social, the website, and landing page development, which is their foundation called a marketing approach. And then we help them market their target demographic. What does that mean? We help them market their buyer, seller, and what is that buyer and seller looking to achieve? Is it an empty nester, someone that wants to downgrade and they want to get done with their home? Or is it, say, for instance, a millennial and someone that wants to basically be able to buy their first home? Maybe it's a couple. We identify that. We make sure that their website identifies that with blog postings. We make sure that their social media identifies that with postings that are out there. And then we make sure to run advertisements on Instagram and Facebook to maximize those opportunities. What is it that you want to do? What is the business name? What is the business idea? Are you going to go by yourself? And if you are going to go by yourself, how long does it take to get the actual, say for instance, go to market strategy? Are you going to put together a plan, come up with the website, come up with the business cards, come up with the social media, develop all that, and then go to market, which is going to be going out and developing and then going out and selling the product or services that you have? And what is your overhead, and how much money do you need to have in the bank in order to make sure that you could pay for your bills and still be able to live and not need to feel like you're in a situation where you're like, I'm drowning and now I'm in a place where I don't feel that I can keep my business afloat because I didn't really do all the planning necessary to make sure that I can have massive success. So back in the house and crush the gym. So you might be an expert in someone that says, for instance, has 10,000 hours. So 10,000 hours is the cusp of being an expert in a field. So you might have watched Shark Tank and you saw some of the people that are like experts. Their go-to-market strategy is like, here's your business plan. They got patents on a product that they developed. And then from there, they can say, okay, I have the expertise. I know what I'm talking about. Went to the schooling. I have the degrees. I have the patents for the actual product. Now I need $1 million to go to market strategy, right? That's one option that you can have. Another option is an option that Reds and I did, which is we worked to supplement our income, so we still could pay our bills, and then we developed our companies over time, where then we became experts over years, and then we basically made money and became experts, and everything ran parallel. So you worked your job, you learned about your field of expertise, like Reds is Reds and Tea, and being an international tea master and going through the courses, and she'll talk about that more on this week's episode. For me, personal assistance, and then learning about real estate, and then going into that direction, and then also building up customers. So I built up customers, learned my industry, and I was working. Then I stopped working, and then I was just working with my customers, going full time with my company, and also learning about the actual ways of real estate marketing. Look who's up. Jordan. Good morning, honeys. Jordan, what are you doing? Good morning. Hi, honeys. Why are you crying? Oh, good morning. Come here, wipe your face. Hi. It's Daddy-Daughter Day. Good morning. Good morning. You okay? You're fine. Put those tears down. Put your hoodie on. How do you sleep? Sleep good? There you go. What do you see? Say good morning, social fam. It's Daddy-Daughter Day. You see the camera? Say good mornings. You want to have some breakfast? Come on, go have some breakfast. Alright, put you in here. Slide down. There you go. And let's put this on. Okay, put your bib on. There you go. Slide you over here. So I made you some oat milk peanut butter. Get you a pouch. And also some yogurt, okay? Now do you see what's going on in the camera? So Tuesdays are daddy-daughter days, and we are feeding baby Jay, making sure she gets her nutrition in. And about 1 o'clock, at about 1 year of age, a little before that, they love to feed themselves. So that is basically what she's trying to do. So I might as well have 2 spoons so she can achieve that. Anything you want to say, baby Jay? Anything? You want to say hi, social fam? Say hi. She's like, Dad, I just woke up. You see the turkeys? Look. You see all the turkeys? Look all the turkeys, Jordan. Look at all the turkeys. You see them out there? It's a whole flock of them. Where's Julius and Vincent? Where are they? Are you trying to touch them? You can't touch them, but you can watch it.
So, on my way to deliver this package to one of my favorite clients. Tea time is pretty amazing, and I get excited every time that I send out a package because it means that they chose my company over all the others to get their tea needs and fueled by tea.
She's fine with the deal. Everything's gonna be okay. She just needs to make sure that at her end she feels comfortable, and she's going through things with her in her mind, and like, okay, does this make sense? Does that make sense? And it all made sense. At the end of the day, it's fine.
Did she back up your information or no?
Of course, yeah. So we're on our family walk, talking about a deal, running an offer on, and we got baby Jay chilling. Where's she at?
What you doing? Hey, honeys.
So I'm gonna walk you through basically the process of how to start a business when everything's lined out A through Z. So let's talk about it. Okay, so let's talk about this. How does this company get set up? Okay, so the company is called Response, as you saw last weekend, okay? When I was setting up the company and going through the process, or should I say, they gave me a process to set up the company. It's pretty simple. It's pretty easy. And then on top of the fact that it's pretty easy and pretty simple, ABC type process, I'm gonna tell you exactly what to do. So I'm gonna show you exactly what we did, and I'm gonna show you an Excel document that breaks down specifically how it works to wholesale and do wholesale deals. Okay, so you want to select a name. We selected New Opportunity Investment, and that's our name, and that's basically our LLC. We abbreviated it so it's N.O.I. LLC. Just make it super simple, right? What are our services? Our key services here: pre-foreclosure, help people out with that. If they went through a foreclosure, we basically can go ahead and potentially, find those listings and sell them to investors that are looking to flip them. You got unclaimed foreclosure money. There's money out there that people don't claim after going through foreclosure. Cash buyer opportunity, off-market opportunity, investment opportunity. And then you have a little bit about us. Little logo that we developed, and then contact us, and then where we're located. So the company's actually registered in Salt Lake City, and that's Utah. So you got the Facebook business page, you got the Instagram page, and then you also have the LinkedIn page. So social media stuff's easy to set up. When you set up your LLC, you need to make sure basically the name's available when you go and register and look for the name, whether you're gonna do an S, C Corp, LLC, so on and so forth. When that's all set up, that's fine. Then you have to go through the classes. They give you tools. They give you all basically the training courses that you need. And then they'll give you basically your real estate elite tools where you can come in here and search for properties, do comps, things like that. And then you can use Craigslist to advertise. So do a little advertisement on Craigslist. And then let me go ahead and show you a process in which how it works to basically go through. I'm going to show you, say for instance, it could be a foreclosure off-market property that I want to put in contract, and then after I put in contract and buy, then I'll basically sell. All right, so they make it pretty simple, all right? And so you have 1 all the way down to 32, all right? These are the steps. So you first off find cash buyers, right? And then you find realtors, get the realtors to find for sale by owners list, for sale by owner list. You look at the property, is it A, B, C, or D property, depending on the type of property. You want to focus on, like, say, A or B properties. Then you, for instance, have the list of realtors to schedule walkthroughs. My partner's a realtor, so I could just use her. You walk through the property, identify is it an A or B property, repair budget. So that was we're doing last week's episode. We're walking through the home, looking at the homes, looking out the outside of the home, and then walking through the home. Look at sold comparables, so like comps, like around the neighborhood, what type of homes sold in the neighborhood that look about the same. You run the wholesale numbers, you basically make the offer, and then there's a 7-step process to that. Then you review contract, finalize the purchase contract, verify the realtor submitted the purchase contract, repeat number 1 through 14, another 24 more times, so you can basically get your offers accepted, and you'll get 1 out of 25 offers accepted. Offer gets accepted, it's funny, panic. There's a hotline you can call, so you can have mentors online all day long. Realtor submits contract, closes deal, blah, blah, blah. Deposit earnest money means you put down, say 1% earnest money on your contract. Panic, call, it's funny. And then from there you have the inspection period. You set the market details. So basically you send out, basically the property to cash buyers if they're interested. Set the marketing package out to the cash buyers. It includes the comps, includes all the different information. Purchase contract, same day close. If they say yes, then the buyer inspects the property, moves forward in steps 25. If no, and then so on and so forth. So basically it gives you a whole entire ABC process. So the whole point to this is that, think of the name. You develop the website, what are your service offerings, get the social media set up, and the reason why I'm actually doing this with Liftoff Agent and I'm running parallel is because I have an ABC type plan, and I have a phone number that I can call, and everything's set up, and all I have to do is follow the process and procedure to have success. When you have things lined out, like if you buy, say, a franchise like McDonald's or Subway or whatever, it's lined out for you. You just have to have the money, and you have to find the location, and you get everything in contract as far as your lease agreement for the location. Contractors come in, they get everything set up, and then you basically go into business. Subway will charge you a franchise fee, and they'll pay to help you market the company, your company, and your location, and then it's pretty much ABC cookie cutter. This is cool because I can identify what I want to make per deal. My goal is $20,000 per deal. I want to do 8 deals by the end of the year. It's $160,000. Twinner and I make. That's my wife, Melissa, Red's twin sister. You saw her last week's episode. That's Twinner. She's a realtor. She's out of Livermore, California. We're her partners, and we're coming together to make this happen. So it doesn't challenge you. It doesn't change you. And that's how you basically set up a business. And there's a lot more to it. And you got to stay consistent, and it's mind over matter, and you got to get away from all the naysayers. But I'll let you know when we close our first deal. Oh, I guess I forgot to tell you. I've already submitted an offer on a property in San Francisco, so we'll see if the deal closes and what happens. And wish me luck. And I appreciate your continued support. If you found value out of that, thumbs up, subscribe, help us get these algorithms up, and you can comment with any questions below. And if you, say for instance, have a home and you're maybe going through pre-foreclosure, you know someone that's going through pre-foreclosure, or you know someone that's looking to basically sell their home, we're here for them. Or you're someone that basically wants opportunities and you're a cash buyer, I'm here for you too. So this woman over here, she has what? An order a day consistently or what?
Yes, I've been getting orders every day.
That is awesome. And tell them the good news. Where are we going next month? We know you're here too.
LA to do a tea talk.
A tea talk? What? And I heard you're going to be on TV?
Talking about green tea and mindfulness.
That is freaking awesome. Congratulations, honey. That is super cool.
Super excited.
So now we're going to leverage the power. I've been talking about it, and I'll probably talk about it a little bit later. Credit cards. We're going to be leveraging the power of credit cards so she can get mileage. And she's going to have the hotel paid for and everything taken care of. So she's getting reimbursed. So why not get a credit card and put it on there and then get reimbursed and be good to go. Hi, Jordan. Did you have a good day today? Yeah? Are you paying bills? What do you got in there? What do you got?
Oh, hi. Hey guys, it's Red. Thought we'd talk about how we got a lot of questions about how did I start my business. And basically, I've been doing it part-time for the last few years. Creating it, going from, I was working as a teacher, teaching health, teaching physical education, and it's a rough job. especially in the schools that I've taught at. And there were days where I'd be like, oh my gosh, is this as good as it gets? And then, you know, the reward financially isn't very well. So I was thinking there's got to be something else that I could do. And I've always loved tea, of course. You know, it started with my grandmother. And during my undergrad, I actually did my thesis paper on the ergogenic effects of green tea on performance, because at the time I was running marathons. So I thought, you know, wow, it's so amazing how many health benefits you get from green tea. And, you know, I've always wanted to do something with green tea, but taking risks was definitely not my forte. So starting a business was not something that I even thought was possible. You know, I soul searched, dig deep, had some therapy, and I discovered that what was holding me back was fear. And once I removed that, it was like, oh my gosh, this is what I want to do. So I signed up for the courses to learn more about tea. I became a certified tea sommelier, a certified tea master, then a certified tea blend specialist, and started my own company, and then created all my own blends. And now I work on consulting. I work for the company, International Tea Masters Association, actually teaching the courses now, because I do still love teaching, but I also love tea. I love tea the most, so it kind of puts two and two together, and it's everything that I always wanted. And I love having my own tea company and having the ability to create. Jordan's back there talking. She wants to be part of the video. Just picked her up. So I typically go to school, pick her up. Well, I go to the gym, then I pick her up, then I come home, make my blends, do my advertising, and it's a lot to kind of maintain both. And that's why it's taken me a while to kind of go full time, because I haven't been able to put 100% into my business. And it takes a lot to build a brand from scratch. And of course, I'm not just building a brand from scratch, but I'm also creating my product. So, and it's just me right now. So it's a lot right now. And, you know, in about 9 months, I'll be going full-time tea. So I'm excited and, you know, scared at the same time. But, you know, like I said, you got to get rid of the fear and just do it. And just do what your heart says it's meant to happen. And ever since I started pursuing tea, just doors have just opened. And I have this amazing event that I'm actually going to be doing next month, and things like this just open up for me. You know, I've been able to travel the world because of it. I've been able to teach many courses all over the world, and I love it. I mean, I've had so much fun. When you actually find what you completely love and are passionate about, it is such a difference in how you feel. So super excited, wanted to share that with you guys. I know that we're talking about entrepreneurship and how to get started and how people start different ways. And yeah, this is how I've started, and I'm still building. I'm in the still beginning stages of my business. So you guys will get to watch the journey. So I hope that you enjoy.
Look what she has me doing. Painting. Gotta match it all up. Talked about that last week. So I just went to the marketing meeting. That went really well. Now I'm gonna go meet with Leslie Font, one of our new clients. It's pretty cool. Next Wednesday they're gonna have an event here that we're gonna come back to. We're at Compass in Pleasant. So this is their office here. And they got a really cool view. This is in Pleasanton. So Leslie's gonna be one of our new clients here at Liftoff Agent, and I just met with her husband, Don Fott. He is the manager here and invited me to next week's event. And they were Lon Pinnell, now they are Compass. Compass has bought up a lot of different locations. And so let's go ahead and find Leslie. A little early, she's not quite here, but check this out. This is awesome. They got everything, coffee. Just have M&M's on demand. I cannot have that. I'd be eating that all day long. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the computer, and Dan's gonna be in the meeting with me, so I'm gonna come over here to one of these tabletops, move the couch, just get set up really quick before we start the meeting. And before she gets here, better just be 10 steps out of myself anyway, just be prepared for the meeting. The meeting went really well, closed business, super excited. 2 clients this week for Liftoff Agent winning, and so grateful. So I just picked up a package, was going to Fall Creek Road, talked about this package in the honeymoon episode, and this is our new vlogging camera, the DJI Osmo Active. It can go underwater, it can stabilize, you're not gonna get the shakiness that you see here. So shall we finish the rest of the episode on this camera? No, we're not going to do it on this camera because, yeah, let's just do it. I'm thinking about editing and thinking about file management. Sometimes when the files change, it can cause an issue. But we're coming to a close for this week's episode. So you're gonna see a little bit of Jordan's party and the chaos for tomorrow, but I think we're gonna feature Jordan's birthday party next week. And yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed this week's episode so far. If you have, thumbs up, subscribe, like, follow, connect, all the things you do on YouTube. It helps our algorithms for us to get more exposure. So we need some likes, we need some comments, and hit that notification bell and that subscription bell so you can subscribe, and then you can be notified when new videos come out. We would appreciate it. Thank you so much. You're amazing, social fans. Super excited. This time I'm not leaving this camera next to a gym equipment piece where it gets stolen, which would happen last time. So this is replacing the Osmo that I had, and this is going to be the action. So now I don't need gimbal and all that outside. Everything's inside on this thing, and I got a 128 gigabyte card, which should be plenty of storage. So it's Saturday, the day of the party. Super excited. Got Baby J over here. Rez is getting ready, and we are going to go on our family run, and we have all of the desserts almost done. Decorations are loaded in the car. It's about to be a lot of fun. Hey, honeys. Are you ready for your first party ever? Are you ready? Are you ready, Jordan? It's about to be amazing. You ready for your first parties? Huh, honeys? She says, I want to eat. That's what I'm ready for. So I had to jerry-rig this up because they didn't send me the piece that she was in here. Can't believe it. But it is what it is. Time to go on our run. You ready? Mm-hmm. Let's do it. Jordan, where are you at? Let's go, honeys. You ready to go on a run? Yeah, let's do it. So change of plans. We're gonna go to grocery outlet. We're gonna go do a regular run, but grocery outlet it is. We're gonna go get some potatoes and butter because we have a bunch of people at the house. We gotta make food for them all. We don't have to, but that's how we roll. So let's go. Grocery outlet we go. We made it. All right. Good stuff. Potatoes, good to go. Bacon it is. Butter, food check. We're good, let's go. Do it. Go. With Debbie. All right, you got everything we need? Good to go. Now we gotta get through all this to get our pizzas. Got pizza? Yeah. Hey, what's up? You're cute. Well, that concludes this week's YouTube episode. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed it. Just to clear the air, I'm not looking to be in competition with my clients at Liftoff Agent. I'm just leading by example and doing what I preach. Preach what you sow, isn't that how it goes? Yeah? That's a little delayed there. I think I'm a little higher energy than she is, but Baby J's birthday is today. Let's run out there really quick. Baby J, Baby J, Baby J. We're ending this week's episode and you in your new tent. Look at you. You're so cute. Happy birthday, Baby J. This is her new tent. And yeah, that concludes this week's YouTube episode. Did you have fun this week, honey?
Yeah.
So, like, subscribe, connect, follow, comment below, notification bell, all the things that you do to help us with our algorithms to get these episodes out there more so we can get out there to new audiences and expand our social fam. So, if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you, you want to start a business, you want to do anything for yourself, you could do it. Thank you, honey, for telling them about how you started your business. We really, really appreciate it. Yeah. She's amazing, you're amazing, and whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Peace! Until next week.
What is going on?